Oh, sir.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. I want my change. MiSUNDERStoOd 2. Terrence Taylor talks too much. International speaking and coaching. Day 16, take 1. Action. That's how the day's feeling. Oh, man. I guess I also feel a little bit cool because I got my stunner shades on. Oh, I should probably put my nipples away. It's probably a good idea. Hey, look at that. Look at that cool dude in a mic. Cool dude in a mic. Nipples are away. Belly button hairs unexposed. Here we go. I have sunglasses on today because yesterday I spent a lot of time during that conversation not actually looking at the camera at all. And then I noticed that in real time and was like, I wonder how I might be able to go about working around that. And then I saw 19 Keys a few days ago doing an episode with his sunglasses on. And I thought also, if there's a way to do some not so cheesy sponsorship, then I would wear some fly sunglasses. If there's a place here in the city that got the best shades and lens frames in the city. So I'm not against looking fly and making some shit happen and also getting paid for it. So this is me practicing wearing sunglasses on the mic so that we can place your ad here. I'm so happy to be here today, yo. Actually really properly happy to be here. I have only one topic today because I only have one topic for you today. I got mad other little things that have happened since yesterday, so we're going to talk a little bit about those. But the one topic I have for you today is a sense of urgency. What is a sense of urgency? And I'm here as Terrence Taylor. I want my change, MiSuNDERStoOd too. I'm here to talk to you about my sense of urgency, where I'm at right now, what that's looking like, what a sense of urgency means, how that all comes together, why it feels how it does, and where I'm at. So, hi, welcome. That's what we're going to talk about today. But before we get there, my mysterious mystery guest is here again, has a Crayola black marker and some printer paper so that any side thoughts may come forth and we actually can know what the hell is going on over there and in your brain. So welcome back. And thank you for coming with the appropriate tools in which to contribute in a productive way. You don't know what you sound like with these noise canceling headphones on. So you don't know that I can't hear shit that you had to say. And neither could anyone who was listening. So shouts to getting better every day. Now that we've gotten our it's like pre-housekeeping. You're like our pre-housekeeping. You're our pre-housekeeper today. Thank you. Housekeeping for today. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I might come up with another one as we go through this. But the first most important one of today, and probably why I'm feeling so damn good, is I went and got my massage yesterday. I got off this recording and I said, I'm gonna go get a massage. And truthfully, I don't even care who does it. I just need it to happen. And I went to a massage. Yo, okay, come on now. You can't be over there making noise and dropping things. What is this? All right, come on. I was rolling my eyes right there. You couldn't see it. You so lucky. You so lucky today. Yeah, Melanie, she's great. She's a nice lady. And she put her whole body, elbows, knees, whatever she was working with back there, she got it done. And it hurt so good. And I also, the place I went, they have like a monthly membership club type deal where basically they just charge you every month for a massage, whether you go or not. So, but you can bank them. But this is a way for me to be accountable and put things in place to make sure that I do what it is I have to do. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, discount on the massages and I get one every month. Let's set that up, make that happen. So all it took was a credit card on file. And now I got a massage every month with Melanie. So thank you for that. That was glorious and beautiful. All she had to work on was my shoulders and my neck. Like we spent the hour on shoulders and neck, and it was mostly shoulders. Bruh, I'm a whole hot mess. Like a flaming hot mess in these muscle knots, and it's not good. So she helped me, and I need more love, and so I'll be back. Yay to that. There's a shock mount right there. So watch this. Ready? Watch and listen. Ready? Silence. That makes me really happy. If anyone's not familiar with a shock mount, what it is, what it does, we learned earlier that it operates like shocks on a car. There's this outer ring, and then there's an inner ring, and then there's some bungee strings that go to connect the outer ring to the inner ring, and then the microphone attaches to the inner ring, and so it absorbs any sound that would come from anything happening. So life is good now, sound quality is better, and this will improve the work that I have to fix in post. I don't love this like circular thing, just the look of it. However, the only camera it's really noticeable is in camera 2. So as of now, it's doing the trick. I have another arm that I was thinking about getting and just bringing it in and seeing how I felt about it. But this actually did the trick. And if I don't need to spend $300 on something that I don't need, I'll go with the $25 option until I look at it to the point where it annoys me. But I think we could get away with this. And they don't really make shock mounts for SM7Bs. That's what this microphone is. So a lot of other mics, there's a nicer shock mount setup potentially. But for this bad boy, this is what we got. So this is what we rocking with. This is what is going on. Ah, fuck. The light. No, it's cool. I'll do it. Forgot it again. I keep forgetting this one. Nope, not yet. Hold on. Hey. Continuity's all fucked up. All of it. It's all fucked up. My continuity's all fucked up. But it's all good. There's my lights. Hey, that looks a little bit better. About time. I need to fix that cord. That's what that is. I need to get this light cord properly remounted because I shouldn't forget that it's up there. I could probably just edit all of that right out, just right where I stopped. There's more on the way. More. I want my change. Note cards. I have these little lines on the back of it too that are a little bit too small. So what I'm going to do is, well, what I did was I made the lines a little bit thicker so there's less unnecessary lineage, and I can write my notes and actually fit them properly. What we order, 500 or 750? 500 cards. That'll get us through the next year and some change. Hopefully they're here in the next 9 days so we can continue. That's all with that one, I think. Yeah, just continue. I keep saying I'm going to do things, and then I like checking back in to say, hey, I did it, and here's what it looked like, and went from 25 to 500, and here we go, and off we go. See how I did the little drink in between? Because I could... I'm working through it. You want to know what I wrote? Butt naked bloopers. That's what I got for you. Butt naked bloopers. Y'all, we gonna see how good my not showing my penis skills are in post, because my penis was all out yesterday. Penis, ass, everything. Butt naked bloopers. I have a fan right there. It's off now though. Fuck, it gets hot down here, yo. 1, 4, 5 lights. The room is not big. There's another person in here now, and this flannel is thick. Yesterday I had on a shirt, a thick shirt, and a jacket, and jeans. It's too damn much. So immediately after recording, your boy stripped down to his skivvies, and my dick was out, and I thought that I stopped recording, but I only stopped recording the sound. Video kept on rolling. So we will do something. Oh, that's going to seem so clout chasey. But I was butt ass naked. It was an accident. What do you want me to do with that? I'm not about to not use it. I was so sweaty. I got butt ass immediately after the recording and stripped down with the camera still rolling. Bruh, people had to see that. Sorry, not sorry. So I'm gonna edit something. Maybe I'll put an eggplant. Maybe I'll put a fake eggplant over the real eggplant and put that out on OnlyFans. I guess I can't put the eggplant there if I put it on OnlyFans. They're gonna want to see that eggplant. Clunk clunk. So I'll be naked and y'all will see some of it somehow. We'll figure that out. That's all for housekeeping for today. That's all for housekeeping today. So now I have to talk to you about, not have to, but I'm here excited to talk to you about a sense of urgency. I'm still a little bit sick. So I'm just while I'm drinking tea and swallowing Buckley's and eating cough drops. Some of it's working. We'll see how it goes. Part of my snotty boogs. I'll try to keep them off the mic. Sense of urgency. How did I even get this topic on my list today? Sense of urgency. Well, off the back of all of this self-care conversation and taking time for self and balance and success and what does it take? How much time does it take? What do you have to do? How much rest time do you need? Yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. And I hear all of that, and it's all very important. But I will remind you that we got babies and bills and shit. So I hear you, but life doesn't, like, capitalism doesn't give a fuck about your mental health. So what does getting this thing going look like in a true form? You can go ahead because the dog's whining. You can put her upstairs, please. I can hear. Thank you. Go ahead. Thank you. What am I supposed to do with my actual soul when at the middle of August, I have had no income come in? I've got a line of credit that I've been using but need to start paying back. And in my real soul, I just would like to start making money again. Like I need to be, it's cool to be productive, and it's cool to be creative, and it's cool to create things, but at a certain time this shit got to go out and money got to start getting made. And before I started this production kickstart, I was doing a bit more of the salesy, trying to get the word out about what I had and trying to sell products that I hadn't even really created yet. And that just led down a path of a bit of frustration where, you know, I'm really trying to sell a X $1,000 speaking experience, but nobody can reference me and look to me to say, oh, this is what this guy looks like as a speaker. This is what the experience of this guy speaking looks and feels like. Nobody had that. Nobody's going back to 2019 to listen to old CTM podcasts to get an idea of who I am. Nobody's really getting a sense of me as a speaker by watching my films. And I don't actively engage on social media. So who the fuck is this guy? All we're getting is a proposal from an email of a dude we don't know. I don't give a fuck, is what others would say and assume. So I cut back from putting together proposals to people who I thought and felt would be interested in buying services, and went into my hole of getting something ready to share with people to see so that they could purchase, so that I could make fucking money and have a life and live. So when I get to the middle of this adventure, well, we're not even at the middle. 38 would be the middle, or 38 would be the whole. So we still not there yet. To think that I'm not even at the halfway mark of this and feel like, fuck, I need to get going, is a bit annoying. How do you practice patience? It's tattooed on my fingers. How do you practice patience but have a sense of urgency at the same time? How do you do both? How do you know you need to do both but have no idea how to sit comfortably in both? That's a good question. I know that this is great, but I also know that it doesn't matter if it's not presented appropriately. So how this shit is hard, man. I'm just going to be honest with you, bro. This shit is hard. It's hard to fucking figure out what to do, even if you know what to do, because real life circumstances and how life is just sits over top of your head. Like, regardless, you can know all the facts, you could know all the information, you could know this, but life is life, and that shit don't matter sometimes. And I'm having this, like, it's not even doubt. I wouldn't even call it that, because doubt would be like, oh, you can't do it, or what's the hold up, or like, come on, hurry up and get it out, which may not be like direct doubt, but there is a sense of like, yo, if I could drop right now, but I feel like if I did that, that goes against my belief of do it right and put it out when it makes sense. And if I rush to put it out now, that's me truly doubting what it is that I have to offer. But I have to fucking live. And I have a life that costs money. I need a new car. Not even I want one. I could probably get away with not getting a new car for maybe 6 months. But that means I'm buying a new car in the dead of winter. So no, not when you live in Eastern Canada, bruh, no. So How do I go about that? How do I, like, just because I don't have to buy more production equipment, which unfortunately you continue to have to buy, it's not at the rate as previously, but like this shit never ends. I needed a new chair that cost $500. Could I have bought a cheaper chair? Sure. Is the cheaper chair worth toasting my back? No. This is that really interesting middle ground. That like middle, it's like when you're growing your hair out and it's not long enough to do what you want to do with it, but it's too long to, like, it just looks weird. It's like that baby fro. Like, get it the fuck out of here. I feel like I'm in the baby fro stage. And I need to figure out, like, is there anything I can do to make my hair grow faster? Is there anything how can I style this in this in-between stage so that I don't feel this like weird, there's I'm having a hard time explaining this right now, and I apologize. But there's this like weird in-between stage, like right before shit's about to kick off, where there's also a little bit of fear. And not that I fear what's coming. I'm so ready and excited for it. But I know that like this is one of the last few times I get to I really get to just like sit in the calm before the storm. I fucking know at the moment this shit goes out, this shit will never be the same. Life will be totally different forever. I know that. And as much as I'm working as hard as I can, there's parts of me who are like, you could work harder. I mean, I'm sick, so no. But yeah, man. I'm not afraid of what's coming, but I'm a bit concerned if I have what I need to have in order when it gets here. Because I don't know what to expect once it gets here. It's like I don't really know what I need to have before it gets here because it's not here yet. And so as much as I'm like, yeah, go, do it, there's still a bit of me that's like, it's all good, don't rush. And I'm a great storyteller, so I could convince myself that not rushing, there's a tremendous amount of great reasons not to rush. I know that. But that's the mind is nuts like that. Like I could just, I've told myself stories that were true, and I sold myself to those stories, and they were detrimental, true or not. However I felt, legitimate. Facts, legitimate. Me convincing myself to believe in that, not the greatest life decision. So there's a bit of struggling with, like, how do I get there? And how do I know what to do once I do get there? How do I prepare myself best for getting there? And yeah, I am struggling a bit with that. I can say that. Because I'm ready. I'm as ready as I know I can be for what I've experienced. But I'm not ready for what's coming because I don't know what the fuck it is. And that's a bit terrifying. So what am I going to do to work through that? That's kind of the main question that I have for myself. How do I acknowledge this big fucking monstrous life shift coming? And how do I prepare myself for that? Well, one, I did one of those things today. Listened to JBP and cooked all my meals and cooked some food and did some things this morning. In a previous time, I would have done those tasks in a singular state. I might have listened to the podcast and then I might have cooked my food later. or come up with an excuse why I couldn't cook my food while I was listening to the podcast, or vice versa. Like, I would have come up with something, where the truth is I don't have the time to do those things individually. So I have to start making more of my time. I have to start making the most of my time. I think one of the issues is time management. And like, I want to do this thing, but am I being as efficient as I can be with the time that I have to do that? That's what I was saying the other day about the editing. Like, do I need to edit? Is that me in this moment? Is me editing an episode right after I do it? Is that the best use of my time? And in terms of efficiency and having a sense of urgency to release and put things out, is that the most important task? It might feel like it. It did. Is it now? Probably not. So what is the best use of my time? How am I using time outside of this production better so that I can improve the time that I spend within this production and make that more efficient? How am I just a better human being so that when I show up here, I can be a better broadcaster, speaker, storyteller? Me getting that massage yesterday is a part of me being able to show up here today. I'm more efficient now because my neck and my shoulders and my arm hurt less. So now my workout, I can get through that better. When I push myself up off of my couch, my shoulder doesn't crunch at 8:30 in the evening. So yeah, what am I doing? It's like the classic, like, oh, I don't have time to go to the gym. Yeah, but if you spent an hour at the gym, you'd improve the quality of the next 3 hours of your day. You'd improve the efficiency of them. So that 1 hour you left work to go to the gym, you now came back to work and did your work twice as fast. So what is it, right? I think I got to look at a bit more ways to do that. Just think about how to be more efficient in my time management and what that actually looks like. Because you could go as fast as you want, but it's like, yeah, you're gonna run out of juice though. And if these last 4 or 5 days have been like a small blip of me running out of a bit of juice, and really putting me in a position of like, yo, reassess what you're doing here. Quick and early. Like, that's the fucking beauty of this, man. Like, this is not just an exercise on how to go about producing this content and shoot it. Like, yo, how do you live your life in order to do this at a consistent basis? Like, what does your life need to look like? If this is, yesterday I had to answer an email about a project that I had done 4 or 5 months ago, all to do the work and then get email back to be like, no, never mind. You know, that fucked up my day yesterday, just like even having to deal in that space again. Oh, all to find out they don't need it. So that $500 that I was really excited about, they're like, nah, never mind. Yeah. So it's like and I bring that up because when I was freelance video producing, it was a lot of back and forth. This project, that project. Oh, I'm doing this. I'm at this stage here. I'm going, and just the time to go from one thing to the next thing, to reset your mind, to change and shift your energy, to do. That's all energy spent in an inefficient way. So that's why when I had to even acknowledge that email, it's like, oh, I'm coming out of this space. This is where I'm trying to get acclimated, what I'm trying to do, trying to stay here and have to deal with something that has nothing to do with this fucking sucked and was annoying. All to then be told, nah, never mind. So how do I stay in this space? How do I figure out what my life needs to look like outside of this so that I can, like Joe says it all the time, like, my life is a podcast. It's like, but yeah, if you record twice a week for the amount of time that they do, And then you think about how much time goes into making sure that everything goes together. It's like, yeah, you might only work 2 days a week. You might only speak 2 days a week, but the amount of work takes up all the other days in life. So what does that look like? How does my life need to adjust so that I can do this every day? How far ahead do we need to, what adjustments need to be made so that if there's a sick week and I have the goop boogers dripping down my nose and no tissue and don't want to blow my nose right now, how do I go? I don't have to record today. Because that's going to happen. Like, there's no way on earth every day next year is going to go by and there's not going to be something that goes, nah, you're not doing this today. That's going to happen. So how do you know that that's going to happen and do the work that you need to do to get ahead of that? And if that's the case, well, what does setting up recording multiple episodes in a day look like? If I can come down here for an hour, for half an hour, I could come down here for an hour with a plan. I could come down here for an hour and a half. So, but what does that look like? That Untold doc, the one I watched yesterday about the steroid dude who was making the steroids for all the top athletes. And he said, it's one thing to come up with the science and on paper to say, here's what we have to do. It's a whole other fucking thing to actually execute that plan and to be successful. That's where we're at. It's like, there's a lot of plans. I've studied this enough to know, like, oh, if you do this, and that, like, this is how it should go. That's fucking cool. But what does that look like in real time? What does executing that look like? And then how does the execution of that impact your real actual life? And then what the fuck do you need to do something about that? So it's a lot of being present, but also planning for a future and setting up yourself so that the shift to that isn't so abrupt. Working your way up to being able to lift that weight. No, nobody's coming in here and throwing up 3 plates off the rip, bro. No. Warm up and then build your strength. So right now, this is a beautiful warm up strength building exercise. I looked over, it says 32 minutes. I don't even know how it got here. I feel like I've been babbling on. But yeah, what is the life you want? And what do you need to do in real time practically to get there? What are the adjustments that need to be made? And think thinking about the shit like chess, bruh. Like all these politician shows and how they scheming this, like they thought about what you was going to say. And then they thought about how you was going to reply to that. And then they had a reply. And then they knew you could say 1, 2, or 3. And they got responses for everything. No, this shit is chess, bruh. If you about to be putting out content every day and traveling around the world and meeting new people all right, what comes with that? Think about it. People who do it talk about it. So go hear what they had to say. What issues did they run into? All right, well, then you got a plan for X, Y, and Z. So you could be as urgent and want to do all these things all you want. But why you want to jump in the pool and don't know how to swim? Oh, just because you feel like going swimming. Okay, well, you about to drown, bitch. The fuck? I'm just trying to calm myself from I want to jump in the pool so bad. Life, bills, all that shit is pushing me saying, jump in this motherfucking pool. I even had the thought of like, yo, is there a way I could go back and like accumulate these hours so that I could apply for EI? Like, is there a way for me to get money during this time period? It's like, bruh, that's not who you are. 1, 2, you know how much time that's going to take? Just figure it out. But life is real. I'm not about to get no job. I couldn't even imagine that. I'm not about to go do something to supplement this time, but I like that though. It's annoying and I like it. I like when the stakes are high. I like when figure it out or burn. That's where I do my best work. But I'm feeling I need to keep my eyes open and aware, because we about to go to another level that I'm not ready necessarily prepared for as much as I want to be. And I need to temper my urgency. I can have that motor on the inside, but it has to be delivered, and I got to land it. I got to do the right things instead of just doing the things. There you go. Boom. Do the right things, not just the things. There's bad things to do. You want to get shit done? All right, cool. But what's the most important thing to do? Is it sending out proposals to clients who don't know you? Or is it putting together, practicing, developing a show, building a show, and at the very least putting out 1 to 5 episodes? I could put out 1 to 5 episodes and start selling the shit. Like, what's the better scheme? What's the best use of your time? How are you best gonna maximize the energy you have to get where you need to go without burning your fucking wheels on both ends and burning out, yo? What you got on that note? On them notes right there. You learn what you're made of in these moments. Smiley face. Pressure makes diamonds. That's a cold fact. That's a cold fact. And how much pressure are you willing to put yourself under to see what kind of diamond you could be? That's the question of the day. Not too much pressure though. Don't do nothing unsafe now. But no good story matters without what's at stake. Why does this matter? Yo, I've devoted almost a decade to building things on my own and speaking to people and communicating and storytelling. This is my first opportunity to do that fully for myself and not have to rely on other people to rely on other people's stories and rely on being hired by other people. I'm betting on me. And I'm not going back to that other shit. All right. That's high stakes, baby. How you put the pressure on yourself? Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. That's my sense of urgency topic. Those are my thoughts on it. Blubber, blubber, blubber. Did that make sense? That sound good? Was it rambly? Yeah, a little bit. No? It was me thinking. Yeah. I guess me. Yeah, there's a lot of me just thinking. Just the observation of me thinking. Sometimes I don't have the answer. But you know what? I think there's so much value in that. Hey, I don't have the answer and I'm working through trying to figure out what the answer is. Here's the topic. How do I go through that? I don't know. Here's how it is. And cool. Whatever you take from my processing and thinking of the thing, if you leave with something valuable, solid, don't come to me for the answers because I ain't got them. I barely have the answers to my own self, let alone about the answers for you. Nope. But if my way of thinking helps you get to an answer, your own answer, then beautiful. I might have some answers about storytelling and like techniques to be a better storyteller. Have my expertise, and it's, well, what is an expert? But I have my information sound bed. But none of us know any of this shit. We all just figuring it out. You can still give language to others who don't have it. Ah, yes. Yes, you've talked about that before. So maybe something that I say will resonate with you, and then it'll be impactful and you'll use it. And I will say it a certain way that will land for you, that you may have heard it elsewhere and it ain't quite really do what it needs to do. Yeah, I'm with you. Oh, one more note. Here we go. I like this. I like this little notepad, little scenario. I like it. You go ahead and you keep sharing. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. Yeah, I hope that was helpful for y'all. I hope y'all learned something. I hope y'all feel better about whatever you feeling urgent about, whatever you trying to go after, and all that's fucking running through your brain in order to get that done. It's all good, yo. We all going through it. We all going through it, yo. All right, here we go. Last note. That's the beauty of storytelling. The impact and intention. Ooh, yes. I love it. I love it. That was great. We done. How's that for y'all? I hope y'all enjoyed that. I'm going to drink my lemon water. Go blow the snot out of my nose. You can probably hear it. Can you hear the snot in my nose? Can you hear like the little bit of goop? Yeah. Ooh, yeah. The taste of swallowing snotty boogers. Y'all know what I'm saying. You don't have to be 8 to know what it means to snort boogers back in your nose and down your throat and swallow your boogers. We grown. We swallow our boogers. It's all good. Just get a tissue. Blow it before you start recording. That's it. That's it. That's all. I'm Terrence Taylor. This was I Want My Change. This was me and my shades. I hope you liked it. We'll see how it goes. I might have to call that eyeglass place. I'm telling you. They got the Cartiers with the fancy joints and the other. I'm not about to just wear their glasses just to wear them. No, they gotta cut the check, but or we could try some things, see how it go. I said that's all. 41 minutes. I'm Terrence Taylor. This is I Want My Change. And if you run up on me on the dock, it's on, motherfucker. Bye.
You're not gonna let this man live.
I'm living with him.
You have a hat on.
Oh shit! I should have did that. Yeah. What you mean? How the man do it? If you want to. Oh, you run up on me? It's on. Oh, this shit is bright. I'm done. Would I knock the light over?
You hit the thing.
The thing on the top? Of course I did.
My daddy makes art. And his name is Terrence Taylor. And I took those pictures.